Hey guys, welcome back. Dave here with Old Plymouth Garage. Today, got something a little different. Got a friend of the family's 68 Plymouth Fury in the shop. We've got some brake work to do, mainly on this front left. Got a wheel cylinder that's out, and they had some issues getting it changed, so we're going to see if we can help them out. So hang around, and we'll see if we can get this thing back on the road. You can stop. You can move it around and stuff if you want. Another one down over here? Yeah. Can you turn the wheel? No, that's all right. Yeah, that's a sucky place. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to get a wrench on those though, without dropping it forward. To right side. Yeah, that's get that tight. Did you get it? Yeah, if that coming loose. Just gonna depend on if there's how much thread there is.
You find your other pair of glasses?
Heck yeah. Huh? Bring it over here, you can actually see what we're doing if you want. Yeah, always crank it down to make sure everything is seated good, and then back it off about a quarter of a turn or so. You put too much pressure on them, you'll burn your bearings up. And then, of course, it's actually a little bit better to have not enough than too much, because you don't want to burn your bearings up, but you don't want it so loose that it's flopping around on there either.
Yeah.
Bearings look like they're in good shape. So you say this one was leaking?
That was the only one that was all wet down the wheel and on the back. But it also leaks power steering fluid too.
Huh. I don't really see any signs of it leaking in here, buddy. You got a leak right here.
What is that?
That's the brake. That's the brake line.
That is?
Yep. This is your hard line. It comes down. But I mean, that's all dry in there. If it was leaking, it'd be leaking on this side. Go there and push on your brakes. Yeah, you're leaking brake fluid right here at this joint.
Is it a hard line or a rubber line?
It looks like it's coming from in between the two. Go ahead and push on it again. Yeah, it's leaking out of your rubber line.
Well, that's good. Ain't got one of those.
We can. You can go ahead and pause that. Get on. See. All right, guys. Plans has changed a little bit. What was thought to be a leaking wheel seal actually isn't a leaking wheel seal. We got a leaking brake line. The rubber line's cracked right at the joint, and there's leaking brake fluid, and that's where the fluid's coming from. We had to put that part on order. Should be here later today, but we're gonna go ahead and get this old line off. That way, when the new line comes in, we can just smack it on there and be done with it. So we'll get that off there, and we'll see y'all in a bit. All right, guys, we got these rubber line off. It was a total pain in the butt. I've been on there forever. The metal line just wanted to round off, and I ended up just cutting the rubber line so I could get a box end wrench over it and get it twisted off there. But I went ahead and put this new wheel seal in there. He had already bought it, so I went ahead and put it in. Got the brakes all back together. And we're just waiting on that part to come in from O'Reilly's, and we'll get this put back together and get him back on the road. All right, guys, we're sitting here waiting. The owner of the car and my son ran to the parts store to get a length of brake line. We twisted off a brake line trying to get the thing put back on. You know, absolutely love working on old brake lines. It's so much fun. So now we're going to have to bend up a new brake line, and once we get that in, everything should be good to go. But we're just waiting on them to get back from the parts store and see how this goes. This has turned into quite the ordeal. Had to wait on parts, and so we ended up doing some other things, mowed grass around here and stuff while we was waiting on those parts to come in. And it's just been fighting us, you know. It's a 50-something-year-old car, and it looked like those brake lines might have been original, but so everything's been fighting us, but we're getting there step by step, so we'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, we got updates. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this project tonight. We got everything done on the driver's side. Everything was good. The owner of the car was here and took it around the block to do a test drive. He told me when he brought it in today that he thought he had a brake that was hanging up. When we took this one apart, the rubber line had totally collapsed inside, so we thought it might have been this one. Plus the rubber line on this side, right before the rubber line was leaking. So we fixed the leak, put a new rubber line on it, went ahead and replaced that wheel cylinder since he had it. We thought we was all good. He takes it around the block, gets almost back here, and the front passenger side wheel locked up. So I went out there, broke the line loose, and the wheel cylinder was holding pressure because the rubber line had collapsed on the inside on that one. So he had to order another rubber line, and he's going to come back over tomorrow with my son and put it on. We already got the old line off. It went without a hitch. Took me maybe 2 minutes, where this one took a few hours because everything was stripped out. But we got it off, so all he'll have to do tomorrow is put that new rubber line in place and then bleed the brakes, and he'll be good to go. But this is a pretty cool old car. Like I said, it's a 68 Plymouth Fury. He daily drives this thing. He's a young kid, so I was really happy to help him out and to use it for content on the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I apologize, it's not what I thought it was going to be. We kind of jumped around a bit today, waiting on parts and different things. But I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.